Hello everybody, DrGameNstein here, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. I am exactly where I left off. Last time I spent all my time in the apartment. I didn't really do much. I got into a fight. Solo's droids are busy scanning and scavenging the remains of this Republic escape pod. This is probably the pod that I came out of, because it's right next to my apartment. But yeah, I have no money. Hey, Carth wants to talk to me.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I'd like to know more about you.
Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
Talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow.
My fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Didn't mean to upset you.
Don't worry about it. It must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
I will be sure to do that. Alright, so as I was saying, I have no money, no weapons. I have my new armor, but I know where to get some. Hello, Kebla.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt.
That's an interesting name.
Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Let me see what you got for sale right now. I want to know what I'm messing with in terms of prices.
No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, vibro blade, stun baton, longsword, quarterstaff, Chani ritual brand, vibro swords. How much are those? So I want to get a couple of those before I go down to the lower city to find Bastila. Sith sniper rifle might be. It's a little bit better than the blaster rifle. Grenades would be good too. So, I want to ask you some questions. Do you know anything about the escape pods?
Pods crashed down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Tell me about the swoop gangs.
About those swoop gangs, zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
What do you know about Davik?
Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization across. If anyone is blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Is Davik working for the Sith?
The Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
Tell me about the escape pods.
Pods crashed down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though.
Oh, okay. How do you feel about the Sith?
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
Here's some general information.
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even David's men are having trouble down there.
Alright, I'll be out of here.
Come back to my shop if you ever need any supply.
Cool. Alright, so as I was saying, I am going to go over here because the cantina is over here and I can gladiator fight sometime. Hello, you.
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
Okay. I'm just gonna break in.
No problem. It didn't work.
Okay. Oh man, do I need Sith armor to get in there? God. Okay. Protocol droid, Sith soldier. Protocol droid, man, woman, protocol droid, Sith. Okay. There's an Aqualish mercenary and another guy over here.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off? Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Davik doesn't like a lot of things. This will teach you to mind your own business. And I'll teach you how to shove your own foot down your throat. And go.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Maybe I can help you.
Already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so I'm
Just glad I could help. I don't have the credits for it because I had to buy new armor. 56 credits, and now I have the credits to help him. Yep, I have exactly the credits I needed to help him. Okay. Medical facility. I know a thing or two here. Medical droid, gurney.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties?
Beep boop boop.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Selkaforan refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Terrace. Do you require healing or medical supplies?
Ragdoll disease.
Terrible affliction has plagued Terrace for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Terrace's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Terrace were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Terrace forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
Maybe I can
I
find
don't
my
see
way
how
to
anyone
get,
could
a
get
way to
their
get my
hands
hands on that serum.
The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of
When you
radical
say
infection.
suicide mission,
But
I
doubt the
just
patrol
hear
would just
mission.
hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Don't worry,
Please
I'll get
don't
this serum
say
for
that.
you.
If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let me ask you
I'm
some
quite
questions.
busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions. What would you like to know?
I already know how he feels about all that. General information about terrorists. Do you know anything about the escape pods?
Republic escape pods? No. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way.
Oh, that's not a good thing to say.
I'm not defensive. I just don't like being accused of knowing something about those Republic pods. This is as bad as an interrogation by the Sith.
Is it?
Well, you don't look like you're with the Sith. I guess I can tell you my secret. Or rather, I can show you.
I don't think I've ever seen this way before. Usually I just break into that room.
Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What
I've
choice
never
did I have?
succeeded in that
Their
check.
injuries are terrible. Most
Doesn't matter
of
how
them
high my persuasion is, I
But at
thought
least
that it
I
was
can
a
make their
guaranteed to
last days more
fail.
comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Is there anything I can do to
Afraid
help?
There's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Okay. Well, I gained some light side points from that, and I love that he just never closes this door again, even though it's supposed to be a big secret. Hello, Gurney.
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
An offer? What are you talking
Zelka
about?
isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the Rakghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Why does Davik want the
Davik's
cure
interested
so
in anything
badly?
that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
Why do you care who gets the cure?
Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him.
I think I'd rather give
Helping
the
people is all
serum to
well and good,
Zelka.
But you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure.
I semi-agree with you, but
And
not
only the
in
rich
terms
can
of
afford a
this.
cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Okay, thank you for that. Real quick, I'm gonna check and see if I missed anything at the cantina. If I didn't, then I'll just cut back to me going to the next area. Oh. Okay. I'm in. I don't know why it only gave me the security option. Just double click on the door.
Don't you just love watching the Pazaak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Okay.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazaak player on Taurus?
Who are you?
My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazaak circuit here on Taurus. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands.
I want to play Pazaak,
You
but I don't
even
have a
your own
deck.
deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Pazaak without your own deck. If you're serious about Pazaak, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
Okay.
Hello there, Hey, youngster, you interested in buying the Pazaak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Sure, I'll buy your deck.
See, you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, good luck. I hope the game's as...
I'd like a Pazaak lesson. Before each Pazaak match, you must select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. A basic Pazaak deck has 2 of each card numbered +1 to +5 available to create a side deck. You will find another side deck cards as you play Knights of the Old Republic with values ranging from +1 -1 to +6. Select 10 cards to form your side deck now. Alright. 6, I mean... I only have are you sure you want to use this? That's all I got. The object of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand without exceeding a total of 20. So it's blackjack. If a player's total is greater than the 20 at the end of the turn, a bust, the opponent wins the set. A player must win 3 sets to win the match. First player draws a card from the main deck and plays it face up to begin their turn. This is done automatically. This is your hand for the match. It is made up of 4 cards randomly drawn from the side deck you selected earlier. These cards have to last through all the sets of the match. After drawing a card, a player has the option of playing one of the cards from their hand. You can only play one card from your hand each turn by dragging it onto the board or by double-clicking it. Playing a card from the hand is optional. If your total is over 20 after you draw and you have a negative card in your hand, you can play it to bring your total back under 20. During your travels, you might find cards that can be played as either a negative or a positive value. These cards are very rare, but they give Pazaak players a strong tactical advantage. A hand card must be declared as positive or negative before it is played while it is in your hand. You can flip it back and forth, but once it is played, it cannot be changed. A player's turn is over when they select either end turn or stand. If you choose to end turn, you will draw another card on your next turn. If you choose to stand, you will not draw any more cards, and you cannot play any more cards from your hand until the next set of the match. You may now choose to play a card from your hand to end turn or to stand. Let's go with... you can only play one hand card each turn. Playing a hand card is optional. You never get more than the 4 hand cards you start with at the match. So yeah, I will play that. End turn. Your opponent uses the same rules you do. Each turn they draw a card, and then they have to have the option to play a hand card to end the turn or to stand. I will end turn. If a player's total is exactly 20, they automatically stand. The opponent can continue to play until they stand or bust. The set is tied. The match continues until one player has won 3 sets. Ties do not count if you are ever given more hand cards in the match, so use the 4 cards you have carefully. Ooh, shit. End turn. Okay. End turn. Ooh. He has to draw, which means that unless he gets a +1, I can do this and win. Okay. I thought that he ended turn. God damn it. End turn. End turn. If a player's total is exactly 20, they automatically stand. Yeah, you've already told me that. You win the set. Match continues. Okay. Yeah, you're just repeating the same stuff to me now. Let's keep going until I win. 15, end turn. Please don't bust me. Stand. Thank you. Stand. Awesome. You've defeated your opponent. The match is over. Lost 50 credits, got my deck. And that is all the time that I have for now. So I learned Pazaak, I met some Republic troopers in Kolto tanks, and I am on my way to getting some more money right now. So I will see you guys all in the next video. Later.